Hello and welcome back to my room. I'm here with my mattress, my wall, my corner, and my curtain. And this evening I've been at a show at university. It was about a book of Richard Dawkins called The God Delusion. And what Richard Dawkins thinks is that God doesn't exist. So this evening show was um, set up by some Christian communities, and they had some uh, people who were doing some presentations on this. And even though I think there hasn't been much new to me on this evening, I try to tell you what there has been on their mind. So it all started with uh, someone telling us how science works. So if we have some science like physics or like chemistry or biology, we just look about to nature and we look how things work and we write it down, we note it, and we try to make use of these laws, laws of nature, and we see they can be very useful if we want to do some great projects, if we want to build a bridge perhaps, or if we want to throw a stone or a snowball. Um, so the thesis number one is that you can find laws in nature, you can use these laws, but it all doesn't tell you why nature is there. The second thesis was about Darwin finches, about the Galapagos Islands. There have been some finches, and the finches on the different islands are very, very similar to each other, but they have some special development. So there are some bigger and some smaller ones. Um, one isle has finches with big, uh, I don't know what this thing is called, a mouth, and another one has uh, just some differences. But on one isle, there are a very special kind of finches, and Darwin took the time to compare them, and he came to the conclusion that uh, there once was only one kind of finch which came to these islands, which spread over the islands, and finally the finches developed individually, evolutionary on each island. The third thesis is about the beginnings of life. There has been at first uh, some nucleotides, then RNA, finally DNA and proteins, and finally living cells. And every creature is on this planet is built from the same standard elements. We all have cells, we all have working things in these cells, and the cells duplicate, and DNA is copied. You know this from biology, perhaps. But even this, the beginnings of life are a thesis. We don't know how life began, we just see how it continues. And now we come to the fourth thesis. it was about an anthropic principle, which is that for life to be created, for life to come up, there need some very special conditions on the planet, on the environment, and so it's merely a chance that something living will come up here. And if we think about this, um, we like to think that there is something um, special about this, that some god might have chosen, might have helped, but we don't know. The final and fifth thesis is about history. We don't know much about the time when Jesus lived. Uh, we just have some stories about this and some historic stories as well, and the Bible. So what we could think is Jesus invention of human beings or not? There are historic stories about what happened during the time, and there's also personal persons found out about Jesus, found out about God and a good life, and have their personal efforts with this. And this seems to be a point which Dawkins hasn't mentioned in his theories. Finally, it comes to yourself if you would like to believe in God, or if you believe in God from the beginning. And if you don't believe, you could give it a try. If you don't believe, you can think about it. We have nature's law here around us. But where are we from? Where are you from? Where are you coming from? Where is mankind coming from? We don't know. That's it for today. See you soon. Have a nice night, some nice dreams. Bye.